Hi everyone, I'd like to share with you my brand new networking portfolio, which shows my future self in about 5 to 7 years ahead. So this is my professional photo, as you can see. And here's my mock-up LinkedIn profile, which might happen in the future. So I aspire to be a marketing strategist, hence this is how my LinkedIn profile would look like. And currently I'm having the education of a bachelor degree in business, majoring in marketing under Swinburne University of Technology. So I think the reason why I want to be a marketing strategist is because ever since young, I have always been inspired by how brands would make the branding of themselves and how they attract customers to just take a look at this brand. Yeah, so I'm just immersed by the idea of that. Hence, I think my goal is to be an innovative marketing strategist where I help all kinds of businesses, including SMEs or even MNCs, to gain the data of marketing and to promote their company in a storytelling manner. So these are the experiences that I aspire to have, including working in as a marketing strategist, regardless of a performance marketing specialist as well. And this is the volunteering experience. One of it is something that I currently have been doing, which is the events manager and student ambassador of INTI Support Team. So basically, which is to help to promote INTI to all of the high school students out there by organizing different kind of campaigns, whether is it the school visit, campus visit, or public exhibition. Additionally, these are all of the accomplishments, the associations that I wish to have and aspire to be. And these are all of the skills that would fit with the career that I want to be, including the soft skill and hard skill. All right, so now coming to the strength reflection, which is the examination that I took for the strength profile, from the top one ranking to the top five, including spirituality, creativity, leadership, prudence, and judgment. Personally, I would say that this aligns with myself a lot, as I'm a very spiritual person myself. And whenever I'm solving different kind of tasks, which is what I would love to be as a strategist, I would tend to use a lot of creativity in terms of solving problems. And I have been very involved in a lot of leadership roles back in all of the organizations that I've been with. And I would say prudence and judgment really reflect on my personality a lot, as I'm someone who would do careful research before diving deep into something. So here are my strength spotting skill areas, which is another examination that I've did. As you can see, ranking at the highest would be the motivation factor, and ranking at the lowest would be the application factor. Now, let's take a look at the networking and social capital. So I would say that these are the four lessons that I've learned when it comes to networking. So first of all, which is being visible and present in relevant circles. Personally, I have been relevant and involved in many organizations out there, including one of it is JCI, known as Junior Chamber International, which is an entrepreneur and leadership organization where I have been joining a lot of pitching competitions across Malaysia and also hackathon. So I think this is really important when it comes to networking, which is putting yourself out there. Next, which is leveraging online platforms, including LinkedIn, Instagram, TikTok, and putting yourself out there as well. Give before you ask. I think it's a very personal lesson where everything can be start with helping others. It doesn't matter on what kind of support they need. In return, you gain a very meaningful networking. And also, last but not least, strategizing, volunteering, and collaborations, including helping out the charity or any organization that you think is helpful in your career. So these are just some of the examples that I've been with in the past. So this is the networking map that I've sourced from my assignment, which is the Exposure Skill Up Bootcamp, which shows the strategic, operational, and personal connections that I have that would help with my assignments. Next, which is teamwork and collaboration. These are all the evidence and recognition that I've have while working with my colleagues and team members in the past, including one of it, which is Brenda, as you can see. And also, these are all of the uh, friends and colleagues that has been showing their recognition of me. And obviously, when it comes to teamwork, there are a few challenges, and here are my thoughts on how to overcome them. First of all, which is the unequal workload distribution. I think it happens a lot, but it all first comes to assuming people on what they can do, but actually they have a lot of hidden talents, and it all comes to the communication issue. We're following up with the second challenge. So there are a lot of way people would tend to prefer to communicate, whether they are reserved or they are upfront. And sometimes communication could lead to not understanding what are their talents and their hidden potentials, which might cause unequal workload distribution. Thirdly, which is the silent team member, I believe a lot of leadership, a lot of groups or teams where leaders will often face, which is having to cater to someone who doesn't contribute as much, which I think follows back to the communication issue as well. Last but not least, which is a decision-making gridlock, which means that everyone would have their equal idea and opinion to a point where we could not move forward to the next phase of our progress. And I think polling and voting system works a lot, which as a leader, it's a very useful tool to make sure that everyone would have their opinions heard. So thank you for listening to my portfolio and my sharing session, and have a nice day.